Emma arched her sexy perky butt. Just
swing it.
Yeah. The two were a couple deeply in love, and everything they did was clearly seen by the cannibal hiding in the dark. Big Mike saw the two walking away and quickly dragged the body to the cold storage. The cannibal boss was this white-haired guy. Whitey used a move called Gong and directly forced Emma and Mike's car to stop. Whitey made the excuse that his car had broken down and wanted a ride, but Emma saw at a glance that the old man had bad intentions and directly refused him. The two had just gotten rid of the boss, but they unexpectedly walked right into the tiger's den and arrived at the cannibal's lair. Silly and Big Mike were just about to deal with today's food when Emma and Mike arrived. Silly enthusiastically went forward to welcome them, while Big Mike secretly hid the food. Emma didn't notice anything unusual. After the two finished registration, they prepared to go back and refuel the car. Unexpectedly, Big Mike got out of the car and said he had already filled up their gas. The two felt the service was pretty good. At night, Big Mike took the food to the restaurant, but it was unexpectedly seen by a guest. Big Mike quickly found Silly and told him that the female guest might have seen it. Silly said, "You're stupid. I'll just ask and find out." Silly directly knocked on the door and asked, "You didn't see any corpses or anything, right?" The female guest firmly said no. Silly felt that meant she didn't see it, then turned and left. Emma and Mike were in the restaurant preparing to eat when Whitey secretly came to their room. After checking their ids, he found nothing wrong. Then he picked up Emma's shorts and took 2 deep sniffs. Whitey walked to the restaurant and used Gong again. The two seemed to see a fool. Whitey started performing himself, which made both of them laugh. Whitey finally returned to normal and began to get close to the two, said a few words and sat down by himself. Whitey started bragging about how rich he was. Silly and his wife took the opportunity to drug the wine. Emma saw him acting so cocky and told him to try seducing her. Whitey said he had 10,000 acres of oil fields, but no one to help him spend it because he had no children. "As long as you come with me, all this will be yours." Emma seemed moved and became more and more interested. She directly pulled back the hand holding Mike's. Mike thought to himself, "This is bad. He's about to be cuckolded." He shouted, "Emma," but Emma still got up and left. Whitey saw that he had succeeded and directly brainwashed Mike, saying he would give him a large sum of money. Then he got up and told Silly to kill him tomorrow. Mike returned to the room annoyed, but unexpectedly Emma was waiting for him. It turned out Emma found Whitey annoying and deliberately played with him. At this time, Whitey, who didn't get Emma, was sitting angrily in front of the monitor watching the two. The butcher put down the unconscious woman, then lay on her body and took a deep sniff. Seeing such a beautiful woman, he inevitably had strange thoughts in his heart, but he didn't dare to do anything because this was the woman the boss Whitey wanted. Big Mike could only swallow his saliva and lock the woman up. Just this morning, after spending a passionate night together, the two prepared to go eat some breakfast. As soon as the two entered the house, the girls started ringing the small bell. The one serving them was Big Mike. Big Mike brought over coffee that had been drugged. Just as the two were about to take a sip, the girls behind them suddenly went crazy, frantically ringing the small bell to warn them. Big Mike saw the situation was wrong and came out with a shotgun. Mike also pulled out his gun. The two faced off nervously. Big Mike fearfully dropped the gun. Emma quickly started the car and the two escaped immediately. But unexpectedly Whitey went crazy again, and the car actually headed toward his accomplices. Whitey notified Silly and his wife to intercept them because the other party was driving a police car. Emma prepared to stop and ask for help. Silly got out of the car and they surprisingly didn't recognize him. Silly's wife directly ambushed Mike from the side while she took out a stun gun and directly shocked Emma unconscious. They were brought back to the cannibal's lair again. Big Mike carried Emma back to the room while Silly threw Mike into a deep pit. Whitey also returned at this time. He directly started groping Silly's wife. It seemed like the two had done this many times before, and all of this was seen by Silly. Silly's face looked heavy as he silently left. His wife came to the cage and directly picked up a water gun. Just because Whitey had a good impression of Emma, he started spraying her with it. After finishing, he left satisfied. Whitey came to see Emma. He started using words to influence her, wanting Emma to have his child. Whitey didn't want to use force. Emma threw a stone and told him to forget about it. Whitey saw that Emma was unyielding and decided to brainwash her again tomorrow. He got in his white car and went home. Silly watched him leave with a heavy expression. The man was thrown into a 6-meter deep pit with smooth walls all around. No matter how he tried, he couldn't jump out. In the pit there were only corpses everywhere and a bucket of water. It was Whitey who threw Mike into the pit. Whitey didn't forget to mock Mike at this time, saying Emma had gone with him and no longer loved him. If he wanted to live, he should eat a piece of human flesh and become one of them. But plans don't always go as wanted because his wife was cheating with Whitey. Silly strangled him to death with a belt that night. Seeing his wife dead, he looked up and saw the woman in the car. The woman thought she was doomed, but Silly just opened the car door and started apologizing to the woman. He apologized for the mistakes he had made. The next day, Silly came to the deep pit. Because he had killed his wife and eaten many people, he decided to commit suicide to atone atone for his sins, but Mike was innocent. Silly directly jumped down. Mike was stunned, but he still used Silly's body to climb up. On Emma's side, she was also trying to save herself. She secretly picked up a steel nail and hid it. Then she started seducing Big Mike while he was eating. She said Big Mike was strong like a truck, much better than his boss Whitey. Big Mike had never seen this before and directly untied Emma's restraints, opened the iron door, and prepared to receive Emma's service. Emma directly stabbed the steel nail into Big Mike's eye. Emma wanted to reach for the keys, but Big Mike grabbed her foot. At this time Mike came in, picked up a wooden stick, and knocked Big Mike unconscious with a few hits. The girls fearfully picked up the phone and called Whitey. Whitey knew from the sound that the situation was bad, but he was still one step too late. Mike and Emma had already driven away. Halfway through, Big Mike unexpectedly appeared nearby. He used Gong on the car and silently chanted, "Stop for me." Mike and Emma didn't listen to him. Together they stepped on the gas pedal and sped straight toward Whitey. Whitey was pushed onto the hood, then fell under the car, and the car ran him over directly. Whitey lay on the road.